Hello everyone and welcome to my Bachelor Nation 24 channel, I hope. Everyone is having a wonderful day. Before we begin, please hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. Joan Vassos makes major change to wedding plans. Golden Bachelorette Joan Vassos found love again with Chalk Chapel after her husband passed away in 2021. While she initially wasn't looking for a proposal, she said yes when Chalk proposed during the season finale. Joan opened up about a major change she made to their wedding plans. Keep reading for all the details. Joan Vassos talks early connection with Chalk. Chalk Chapel knew before he joined the Golden Bachelorette that Joan Vassos was the one for him. He opened up recently about how a social media video he saw of Joan sparked his interest. It took her a little longer to feel a connection with him. She went into the dating show with an open mind and an open heart, willing to give every suitor a fair chance. But sparks flew with Chalk on their first one-on-one date to Disneyland early in the season. Joan Vassos explained what happened to People magazine. That initial confidence and how easy we were together was really evident at the Disneyland date. After that, it built very quickly and we got to know each other pretty well, the important stuff. She continued. Then, once we were engaged, it was time to find out the other stuff, but the important stuff we already had settled. As for Chalk, he told the outlet, by the time we got to Bora Bora, I knew I loved her and wanted to spend the rest of my life with her. Golden Bachelorette couple not rushing down the aisle. Unlike the golden couple before them, Joan Vassos and Chalk Chapel aren't rushing to the altar. Millions of viewers tuned in to watch Jerry Turner and Theresa Nist marry in a televised wedding special, only to watch the couple file for divorce 3 months later. Chalk and Joan haven't ruled out a TV wedding, but are taking things slow and enjoying their engagement. Joan Vassos makes major change to wedding plans. Joan Vassos admitted that their wedding isn't a priority right now. She explained, we're really looking forward to just being a couple out in the world and being just normal people living life for at least a couple of months, and then we'll start thinking wedding. However, she realized a major change she'd have to make for the eventual wedding. She was originally thinking of a small and intimate wedding with just their friends and family, but now she thinks inviting millions of Bachelor Nation fans is the right move. Joan Vassos had always believed that the third time's the charm. After 2 previous marriages, each of which had taught her invaluable lessons about love, growth, and compromise, her journey on the Golden Bachelorette brought her to a place she never thought she'd find again, head over heels, butterflies in the stomach kind of love. But love wasn't the only thing Joan rediscovered. She also found her sense of adventure, which would soon spill over into her wedding plans. When Joan announced her engagement to Guy Gansert during the dramatic season finale, fans went wild. The proposal, set against a backdrop of twinkling fairy lights on a serene vineyard, was everything one could expect from the most romantic show in Bachelor Nation history. Joan, with tears streaming down her cheeks, had whispered an emphatic yes that resonated with millions of viewers. Guy had slipped the delicate diamond ring onto her finger, and the nation collectively swooned. But as the dust settled, and the cameras stopped rolling, Joan realized that the life she envisioned with Guy wasn't one confined to tradition. True to her independent and trailblazing nature, Joan decided to take the wedding playbook and toss it right out the window. Rewriting the rules of romance initially, Joan had envisioned a classic affair, a church ceremony, a ballroom reception, and a guest list featuring an intersection of family, friends, and her newly expanded Bachelor Nation family. The plans were almost too perfect, cookie-cutter in their perfection. And therein lay the problem. Joan, never one to shy away from authenticity, began to question whether the traditional approach truly reflected the vibrant, unconventional love she shared with Guy. Over a quiet dinner at home, far from the glitz of reality TV, she broached the subject. What if we did something different? Joan asked, swirling her wine glass thoughtfully. Guy, ever the supportive partner, leaned in with a smile. Different is good. What's on your mind? That's all Joan needed to hear. Ideas began to pour out of her like a bubbling spring. elopements in exotic locales, ceremonies in hot air balloons, and vows exchanged under the northern lights. Each idea was wilder than the last. But Joan knew she wasn't simply seeking an extravagant spectacle. She wanted a wedding that reflected their shared values: adventure, spontaneity, and love in its purest form. A destination for the ages. After weeks of deliberation, Joan and Guy settled on something truly spectacular: a private ceremony in Santorini, Greece. The idea wasn't just about the breathtaking backdrop of whitewashed buildings and sapphire waters. For Joan, Greece symbolized a fresh start, a place where ancient ruins stood resilient, much like her own journey to love. The couple decided to keep the ceremony intimate, inviting only their closest family and a handful of friends. "We want this to be about us," Joan explained in a heartfelt Instagram post. "Our story, our love, our commitment. Not about the fanfare or expectations." Bachelor Nation fans were both surprised and thrilled by the announcement. While some expressed disappointment at not witnessing the wedding on national television, most applauded Joan for staying true to herself, breaking traditions, embracing new beginnings. But the changes didn't stop at the location. Joan had other surprises up her sleeve. Gone was the traditional white wedding dress. Instead, Joan commissioned a Greek designer to create a gown inspired by the flowing, ethereal attire of ancient goddesses. The dress, in a soft blush hue with golden accents, symbolized her belief that love doesn't fit into any single mold. It evolves, much like her own journey. Guy, too, opted for a departure from the standard tuxedo. He chose a tailored linen suit in a warm sandy tone, paired with a crisp white shirt. The look was timeless, relaxed, and perfectly in tune with the serene beauty of Santorini. The couple also decided to forgo a bridal party. "We didn't want to burden anyone with roles or responsibilities," Joan shared during a candid interview with Good Morning America. "This day is about simplicity and celebrating love, not tradition for tradition's sake. A wedding feast to remember." After the ceremony, Joan and Guy planned a reception that was equal parts intimate and indulgent. Instead of a formal sit-down dinner, the couple opted for a luxurious Greek feast served family-style on a long, rustic table overlooking the Aegean Sea. The menu featured local delicacies: fresh-caught seafood, roasted lamb, vibrant salads, and desserts dripping with honey and almonds. Each dish was paired with wine from Santorini's famed vineyards, and a live bouzouki band provided a soundtrack of traditional Greek melodies. One of the most heartfelt moments came when Joan and Guy took to the floor for their first dance, not to a pre-rehearsed routine, but to an impromptu sway to the sounds of the band. Their laughter and whispered words of love encapsulated the essence of their relationship: unpretentious, joyful, and deeply connected. Fan reactions and speculation. As news of Joan's unconventional wedding plans spread, the internet buzzed with speculation. Some wondered if the wedding would make its way into a Golden Bachelor reunion special, while others theorized about potential guest appearances from former contestants. True to her promise, Joan kept the details under wraps, offering only glimpses of her journey through cryptic social media posts. One particularly memorable post featured Joan and Guy hiking through Santorini's rugged cliffs, captioned, "Love is the greatest adventure of all." A lasting legacy. Joan's decision to buck tradition in favor of a personalized, meaningful celebration resonated deeply with fans and inspired a wave of similar stories. Couples across the globe began sharing their own tales of non-traditional weddings, citing Joan as their inspiration. For Joan, the wedding wasn't just a declaration of love. It was a statement about living authentically. "This isn't just the start of our marriage," she said in a final interview before flying to Greece. "It's the next chapter of our lives, a chapter we're writing together, one step at a time." And so, under the golden glow of a Santorini sunset, Joan and Guy began their forever. It wasn't the wedding Joan had once dreamed of. It was better.